The Sesh Podcast, episode 135, take 1. Hi, friends, and welcome back to The Sesh. I am Kendall.
And I am Janelle, and we are joined by our lovely producers, Sydney and Karelly. All of us are back this week.
Yes,
Welcome back, everybody.
Full house, baby.
Full house.
Doesn't it feel good?
Yes, it does.
You know, we feel really incomplete without you, Karelly, must
We do.
say.
I was gonna say, last week I did miss the episode. I did miss being here.
Good.
We missed
you here.
I haven't watched it yet, but I'm excited to watch it tonight.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes. And we're so excited to hear about your adventures at
yes.
Bonnaroo.
Yes,
all
yes.
adventures.
At
We all-
Roo, as you say.
At the farm. That's true.
Mhm.
But
Oh, it was a farm.
yeah. So that's what they call it the farm. Because it's a horse farm when it's not a festival.
Oh,
so
that's
Were there
fun.
horses there?
there were horses. But yeah, they were horses, but they were like security horses.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Police
they're-
horses?
Police horse. Well, no, not
Working
police horses. They were
horses.
working horses. They were beautiful. Can't touch them though. They're on the job.
Good. I'm glad they didn't allow people to touch them.
No. Yeah, people don't touch them, but you can look at them and they look at you. They're
Beautiful.
cute.
We
Yeah.
love that.
We love them. Yeah,
We are all barely alive today.
Half alive, maybe.
Yes.
Hanging by
I
a thread.
accidentally forgot to put my contacts in. I haven't filmed with glasses on the session
Oh.
a long ass
Yes.
time.
4 eyes over there.
Good one.
Anyway, we're so excited to be here today, you guys. Yes, we all just got back. Well, the 3 of us got back from Sydney's bachelorette party this weekend, and we're exhausted.
tired as fuck.
I'm too old for 3 days of partying.
I think we all came back yesterday, right? We all
Yeah.
flew back yesterday.
Mhm.
Well, Karelly
Yeah.
showed up at her house at 3 a.m. this morning.
Oh yeah, no, I'm literally I'm hanging on by.
Oh, it was
a
3
thread.
a.m.? When you
Yeah.
said, you were like, I didn't get in bed till 3. I thought you meant 3 p.m. I was
No.
like,
Oh no,
kind of early.
Yeah.
No, 3
in the
a.m.
morning.
Yeah, 3
Oh,
a.m. Yeah,
damn.
Dang.
yeah.
Girl, you must be tired.
Oh, I'm exhausted. Plus, I mean, I've been camping for 5 days.
Oh, boy.
Oof,
Yeah.
I would never
Yeah.
want to do that.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I'll tell you guys about it in a sec.
okay. That sounds great.
But yeah, we're all surviving, not thriving today,
Mhm.
I would say. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
I'm
Yeah.
still thriving a little
Oh,
bit.
Okay.
It was so good for me.
it was.
This weekend, Janelle and I ended off our weekend. Janelle and I shared bunk beds this weekend,
Yes,
and
we
it was a
did.
real
Cute.
bonding
It
experience.
was awesome.
We had some good night talks.
We did our last
like
night
staring
talk.
up. Janelle was on the top. I
Yep.
was on the bottom.
I felt like I was like back
Yep.
as a kid when we would have our little night talks.
Yeah.
And we just agreed. It was so good and put so many things into perspective of like
Mhm.
the past few weeks have just been dealing with a lot of random crap. And we were like,
Yeah.
God, half this shit doesn't even fucking matter.
Yeah, that's what it
Like-
was. Being around all these wonderful, strong women. Like the group, Sydney has amazing friends.
Yeah,
As
she
you,
does.
it's no surprise, right? She attracts good people, but
Mhm.
No.
everyone that was there was so fantastic and uplifting, and I feel like my spirit was invigorated.
Totally. It was so much fun. I haven't laughed that hard consistently in fucking years.
Same.
Like I was just dying laughing every like 10 minutes. It
Yeah.
felt like over some stupid fucking thing that would happen.
I know.
Like,
It was so good for me. This was my first time away from my baby,
Yes.
which was hard, but I
Yeah.
think it was good for my mental health. I said to Janelle as we were going to sleep that this was, even though our weekend was so chaotic and busy and just fun and exciting, it was the most relaxed that I have felt in probably a year.
totally.
I just felt like almost back to myself. And I was like, wow, I needed to touch grass.
same.
I needed to touch the sand.
And you know, this sounds
Literally.
weird too, but I feel like we're in this bubble of like the internet bubble and
Mhm.
like keeping up with all
Yeah.
what's going on the internet, and what's blah blah, and
Mhm.
who's saying this and what's happening here, and then
Yeah.
hanging out with people who are not in the internet.
Yes.
And I was
Mhm.
like, well, there's a whole life outside the internet that I
Yes.
forgot about.
Especially with what we do with true crime can be so heavy sometimes and
Yeah.
exhausting that it was nice to just not think about anything and just have fun. It was
Yeah.
just fun. We were laughing so much, a little too much, crazy.
It was
drinking, having a good old
so
time.
much fun.
It really was. We had some adventures.
We did have some adventures.
So we went to Carlsbad. Sydney, you want to talk about it a little bit? Here I am rambling about
No.
your bachelorette.
I mean, you can go share
Oceanside,
Oceanside,
specifically.
but we went to Carlsbad Beach.
okay,
on
right. I
Friday,
never know
yeah.
where I am, so.
in the airport, someone was like, "Yeah, we're going to Carlsbad," and Kendall goes, "We are."
I'm just here for the ride.
We flew into San Diego and then drove
Yeah.
like an hour.
Yeah, it was really
Um,
cool.
But
Very
it was
beautiful.
Great. God, the Airbnb was so
Oh.
cute.
Yeah, we had a really cool Airbnb, and they took so much, put so much effort into it. They had this like booklet that explained what everyone's bed was, what mattress they had, and how many reviews
This is
the mattress
nectar.
had.
This is the helix.
Yeah,
this is
it was
the purple.
Yep. And I loved my bed. You always get so nervous with Airbnbs.
Oh, yeah.
I need a firm ass bed. I basically like to sleep on a rock. And my bed was so comfortable.
Yeah,
Janelle,
mine
it
was a little too firm for my liking, but
Mm.
what I really appreciated was the good quality sheets.
Oh,
Because
yes,
sometimes
it
you
was
go to
good.
an Airbnb and you're like,
Yeah.
huh, when
This
is the
feels
last
very
time
used.
that you cleaned this comforter? It may have never been cleaned.
Yes.
But this was like very crisp, clean sheets. And the whole
Yeah.
place was decorated so cute.
Totally designed mainly for bachelorette parties, I
Totally, you
think.
could tell.
Had all these cute little details.
Yeah.
They had all these phones, these
Yeah, it's
vintage
like
phones
vintage
everywhere.
phones everywhere, and tons of colors in the stairs, like the back of the stairs, you know,
Yeah.
for like different colors, like a rainbow, and
Yeah.
just really cute, fun wallpaper, and like bright green couches, and
Mhm.
it was
The
really,
pool
really
was really cool, like the backyard. I mean, it literally
Yes.
felt like a little cabana. I don't even know how to explain it, but
Mhm.
yeah. And then the theme that you guys picked was perfect for the Airbnb. It was
Mhm.
Final Fiesta, so it was just like more color was added with all the
Yep.
decor. I mean, it was honestly so cool.
it was
Yeah.
so much fun.
We did
Highly
a lot of
recommend that
decorations.
Airbnb if
Yeah, we
you
could
ever.
link it below, right?
we can
Yeah,
link
I
it.
mean,
yeah,
It was great.
Awesome.
Great place for a group of gals.
a group
To
of
just
gals
let
like
loose.
us. Let
Yeah.
loose,
It was
gals.
funny. They even had a cute little pair of roller skates that Sydney put on.
Oh yeah, those
And
were hard.
I was
God.
proud of you, Sydney. Sydney was living her best.
You
She
were.
was taking advantage of all the opportunities. We didn't get in the pool because it was kind of chilly some of the
Mhm.
time. We went to the beach, and so we kind of skipped the pool part, but Sydney was determined to get in the pool.
Yeah.
And that last night, we were all washing our faces because we had a flight in the morning. Sydney is suddenly dressing into her swimsuit, and we were watching her through the window as she dived
She turned
in the
into
pool.
Michael Phelps. It
She
was
did.
iconic.
Doing laps.
Yeah, it was actually pretty nice. I was glad I could use it.
I think I have some video I
Oh,
can
gosh.
send.
It was beautiful.
You were so cute.
You kept being like, "Come in, the water's great."
It's like, well, we have to get up in 6 hours. I was starting to get panicky at that point.
It was so much fun though, and let's do a little recap.
Yeah, let's do a recap-y.
Okay. So when did we leave? Thursday.
Thursday.
We leave Thursday. Hop on our flight.
Met a great Seshi in line
Yes.
at DIA.
Yep.
It was so funny. She was listening to our episode. She had just started that day's Sesh episode, and then she turned around and we were standing
Yeah,
there.
she's like, oh, I haven't
Oh my
gotten to
God.
the part about Ema yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
So yeah, met her. That was wonderful. The line for security was a mile long. We were like a little panicked.
Dude, the
but
longest ever. And it was weird. They were having us get into buddies to go. They were like 2 by 2, 2 by
they were
2,
being
stand with
annoying.
someone. So I went and stood with her. I was like, want to be my TSA buddy? And it was nice. We got to have some podcast chats.
Mhm.
Talked about Penn State and all that shenanigans
Oh,
after our
yeah.
episode.
Mm-hmm.
She was so nice. Shout out.
Shout out.
Loved meeting you. Always so fun meeting people. Yeah, so then we got to the Airbnb
Get to our Airbnb.
and we played Sydney. Janelle and I made a Sydney Jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
That was really fun.
It was really
That was
fun.
I still have the points all tallied on my. I
Yeah.
was like trying to do the math.
Yep. I know. It's like props to you.
That was fun.
That was very fun.
and we had a nice dildo prize.
yes.
Can I say that on YouTube?
Yeah, I think so.
A wildo.
A wildo. A
A
little
phallic object.
yes, a phallic-like object.
Yep.
Bright pink, suction cupped.
Yep.
And then we all
Cool.
got Sydney some different underwear, like funny gag gift kind of underwear.
Yes.
And she had to guess who got them. And you nailed it.
You
I know
totally
that one
nailed
was.
it.
I don't know how I did that really well.
You
the other
knew
ones.
us so well. I think you got every single pair. And
Yeah,
who gave them
impressive.
to you?
The other ones I didn't do so well.
Yeah, because then we did cute ones. It was
Like
hard to tell.
lingerie.
Yeah. So that was fun. We then went to bed.
And that was the weekend.
Good night.
No, the real party started the next day.
Yep.
Mhm.
Next day we
Mhm.
went to the beach
We did.
and played in the waves.
Mhm.
The water was freezing. Well, I will say that.
Damn, it's so cold. You people in California,
So
you
cold.
pay that much and your beach is that cold.
Yeah. I was like,
It is like
it is
ice.
fucking cold.
Gorgeous. Beautiful water.
Beautiful water.
Great sand.
Great
Fucking
sand.
freezing.
I had to pee really bad, and so I was like, "Let me go to the ocean." Which I don't want. Some people are like, "Ew, shut up." And so-
Whatever. Come on.
I went. So I got like waist deep, but then it was so cold that my cooch was like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, come on, body. I like had to focus and try to relax.
It's like, relax. Yes.
But
Yeah, good for you guys going in a little bit. I couldn't even get my feet in. It was so cold.
it was cold.
Wait, so did you pee in the water?
Yes. Eventually,
finally.
once
Feet
I
on
was
the
able
sand.
once
Dug
yeah,
a
I just
hole.
was like, whatever. No.
Nice.
But yeah, eventually I was able to get my shit together and pee in the water. And then
We went and got some sandwiches.
Went got some fat sandwiches. I got
those are
tubbo tuna.
Yeah, we split a tub of tuna. That was good.
Mhm.
Real good.
Delicious.
Sounded nasty though. I literally thought it was gonna be a tub
Yeah,
of
I
tuna.
don't know why they call it that.
Tubbo
That's not
tuna.
a great name.
No.
A sabatuna would have been better, probably.
Sub-
Sabo
tuna.
tuna. That would have been better.
Yeah.
Saw this giant dog. He looks like a horse.
Yeah. His owner was nice.
His owner was very nice. People in California are very chill.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yes.
Kept doing this.
Yeah. Janelle was doing the
Hang
hang loose
loose.
constantly.
Loose.
Uncle Gary would be proud.
Yeah, he actually does that.
Mm-hmm. And he lives there. So,
Right. So I guess he's allowed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so then,
But Friday night was like the big throwdown.
Throwdown,
it was our
hoedown.
throwdown, hoedown for
Mhm.
sure.
We all
Yeah.
got dressed up in bright pink, and then Sid was wearing white.
You looked
Yeah.
amazing, Sid.
So
Aw.
cute.
That
And
dress
the
was amazing.
Oh,
You
it
guys
was
all
like
looked great.
iridescent.
It was fun. I felt like I was with, like we were the performers going to a show. Like I felt like we looked like that.
We were in a
I know.
band or
It
something.
looked
you
really
kept
cool.
saying it looked like we're in a band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they were your backup dancers and you're the singer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
insert a picture.
Yeah,
Right.
totally.
Why not?
We went to dinner at this rooftop restaurant down in like downtown San Diego.
So bougie.
Or Gaslamp District. I don't think it was
Mhm.
downtown actually. I don't
Yeah.
know.
The
Whatever.
gas.
The gas lamp. And it was so good. The sushi was bomb.
Yes,
And the
it's really
drinks were
yummy.
good. And the vibes
Mhm.
were flowing. Having a grand old time.
Every restaurant we went to, the menus were so like California. They're so
Totally.
fancy, and I could barely understand what I was ordering.
Yeah.
but it was real
No
good.
burger and fries.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, that was beautiful. Really fun time.
It was
And then Janelle hooked us up.
Yeah.
We went to a
Hard
club
hookup.
called Sidebar,
Sidebar. Yep.
and Janelle got us bottle service.
Sure did,
Hell
baby.
yeah.
I said nothing but the best.
Except for here's the thing. We go to this club way too fucking early. Apparently, our old asses forgot that you're supposed to go
At,
probably
like-
past 11, right?
What time do you guys get there?
Like 10:30.
10:30. Which I thought by then I'd be like, it's not gonna be popping, but I thought we wouldn't be the only ones.
We were
Karelly,
the
we were the only one.
people there.
So like half of it was a lounge, half of it was a club. So like the front half was the lounge, and there were some people there, but then they walked us back to the club
And sat us at our little like
booth.
thing.
The only people there.
Wait, that's kind of iconic though, because then you have the entire.
It was kind of iconic, but this is the part where
So before anyone even gets there, these women come out.
the like, you know,
The bottle
hype up
service girls?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they
they're dressed
had-
in their cute little outfits or whatever.
Yep, bikini with thong, like
Yeah.
looking hot.
Yep.
And we're just sitting at this little booth and we're pretty sober.
Totally.
And
Pretty much.
they come over holding these big light up signs that say "Congrats, Sydney" and sparklers
Yeah.
Oh
and
my
like
God.
smoke.
And a poster.
and
Multiple
a-
posters.
Yes,
Multiple
a big
posters.
poster of Sydney. Janelle
Oh,
sent over
Sydney.
her company headshot.
Okay. So I'm DMing with them like weeks before or whatever. And they're like, hey, send us a picture of the bride. And I was like, okay. I can't find a picture of just the bride. Like, you don't have pictures on your social media of just
you're
you.
not like a selfie type girl.
There's
really.
not. I was like, fuck. I couldn't find
No.
one anywhere except for I found some, but they were like 8 years old. I'm like,
Right.
well, this is ridiculous. So I was like, what do I do? So I'm texting in the group chat. I'm like, does anyone have a picture of Sydney? And our friend Taylor, who we work with, she works on like Higher Love.
Yeah.
But she was like, didn't you guys do that Sesh photo shoot like a year and a half ago or whatever? And I was like, true.
What did you think they were gonna do with the picture?
I knew they were going to put it up
you
there.
did.
Oh, yeah, I knew. I was like, perfect.
It was like
We're
a
using-
Sydney presentation up
It
there.
was. It
Yep.
looked like
They're like, we want it blowing
It
up.
looked
I
like
was
her
like,
senior portrait.
she's literally, we'll insert the picture. She's literally sitting there like, with her little like blouse on.
Wait, was this the like the most recent
Yeah, when we
headshots we
all-
just took?
Yeah.
Last,
No,
no,
last
last
January.
January.
No, God, that would
Not
Mm.
the white background
Like,
ones.
so
Those
liter-
are just for the website.
Yeah.
Okay, so literally like a graduation picture.
Yeah, it looked like
Beautiful.
a
I love
senior
It looked like
portrait
a
for
senior
sure.
picture.
Well, the only reason too it was like funny was because of the other, when we saw the other.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they come out and they like blast her picture on the screen behind the DJ. And
I have a
it's,
video
again,
of this. We'll insert it.
just us. Just us 8.
Just for us.
And all of the girls are like, with their thing, like,
I felt so uncomfortable, but it was also just hilarious.
I was laughing so
We kept saying
hard.
this feels like a simulation. It felt like we were in GTA.
Literally felt like we were
Janelle was
in
like,
Grand Theft Auto.
When they give you your mission,
Yeah,
it's like,
it's like-
invite your friends.
Yeah, I felt like we were on a mission, like go to the club, because we're all just like sitting there, and I don't know why, but the way like people were just us were just like dancing.
We were
barely.
just so awkward.
and I just felt
Like
like
swaying
it
a
was
little
like
bit.
getting
Yeah, we were like-
your mission, like go to this club, and we get there like,
Yeah.
oh, turns out you're losers. Why don't you invite some friends? Because eventually people started coming.
Like through the side door, all of a sudden they're just like a
Yeah, like 20 people just
yeah,
randomly showed up, and I kept joking. I was like, oh, I hired them because I called them, invited them over because we were losers.
And then, of course, once everyone else is there were other people having birthdays and other people having bachelorettes.
Right.
And the pictures that they had,
Were, like thought pictures, like in their bikinis.
they were like swimsuit,
like
Sports
bending
Illustrated,
over,
like-
so
And
not
then,
my
like-
photo.
So then we tried so hard to get them to put Sunny's picture back up once all the people were there. They kept ignoring us.
They're like, oh, yeah, no problem. And they wouldn't do it. And Cindy kept coming out. She's like, you better not be asking them. I was like, no. I was like, listen, please bring this picture back.
I don't know if it sounds as funny as it actually was. It was hilarious.
We were
I don't
dying.
think I've ever laughed so hard. I had tears coming down my face when they
It
had
was
her.
like you had
they
to be
put
there
her
moment.
picture on a giant screen behind the
Huge
DJ. It was just the
screen.
DJ was like, bah, 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 and it was Sydney's picture behind her. It's so funny. Oh my God, it was
Fucking
amazing.
God, it killed me.
But yeah, once all the people were there, it got a lot more fun.
Yeah, it was very fun.
It's a great picture of you set though.
It's a beautiful
It's a
picture.
beautiful picture.
Yeah.
Just like for the club
Yeah.
at a bachelorette, it wasn't the right
But then I was
one.
like, you know what? This is almost going to be even funnier.
Yeah, no, it was. It was fucking awesome.
It was really
That's
funny.
amazing.
God, but then, dude, it got crazy. We were all dancing up there. Janelle and I were standing up on this booth, and I all of a sudden just got this sense, you know, when you just know that your period happened.
It just like happened.
Like I could feel it, and I was like, fuck, I think
It's
I
like
just
the
got my
worst
period.
moment when you
Oh.
realize you're like, God damn it. This
I
is not
started
supposed to be
panicking.
happening.
And this is after my first panic of the night was they gave us shots of vodka. And for some reason, I thought I could just down it like it was no problem, like it was water. I put it in my mouth and I couldn't swallow it. And it was so nasty to me. I wasn't even drunk. Like I had one cocktail at dinner and I felt like so sick. I am going to die at any. Janelle's dying right now.
Sorry.
She got kind of sick on the trip.
I'm a little sick. Everything's
But
fine.
I seriously thought I was going to throw up. And this was before people even got there. And I felt like
Yeah, she
I'm going to go
turns
to the
me-
bathroom and puke. Or I thought I was going to throw up in the cup I had. I was thinking about it, like maybe
Ew.
I'll just throw up in this cup. And no one's here yet. So maybe that'll be fine.
That's really great. 8 bitches alone in the club, one's puking already.
At 10:30.
I was like, this is so lame. I have to pull myself together. Because I seriously thought I was going down hard. Like I thought, I felt like extremely drunk all of a sudden. And I almost went to the bathroom and started throwing up. And then I was thinking in my head, like, I'll just take my own Uber home and leave like by myself because I don't want to ruin everyone else's night. I went over to Janelle. I was like, code red.
You're
This
like,
is
I'm
bad.
I was like,
This is really bad.
okay, take a deep breath. I was
Yep.
like, what? You need juice? You're like, it's still in my mouth. I was like, get some fucking cranberry juice. I got her to cover that. I was like, sit down, drink this juice.
Yeah.
And it brought you back to life. You were fine.
It did. I needed like 5 minutes of breathe. I literally was like going into a meditative state to get through it. I was like, I have to get past this. But then, yeah, like an hour later, I was dancing and I felt my period start. And it was supposed to start today. And so I was very taken off guard. I bought some tampons at the house, left them there. So I went in the bathroom and saw that and was like, oh no, like it was real. It really did start. And it was bad. I had shapewear on. It was like in my shapewear. Sorry if this is getting disgusting, but
Whatever.
I was like, holy shit. That was my second moment of I'm going to take an Uber home alone and get out of here. I like went into a panic. But then I'm like, no, I'm at Sydney's bachelorette. I got to pull it together. So I went out there was like this woman who had all this cool shit. Like she had, classic, the mints, the perfume.
Perfume.
She even had shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had shoes for sale. And she had a tampon and gave me one. And then I just sent her like a couple bucks on Zelle. And oh, what a lifesaver. But then by the time that I came out of the stall, because I made my own tampon.
What?
I didn't actually make a tampon and stick it up there, right?
Right.
I just made like a little patch.
Sure.
I made a pad.
Right.
I made my own pad. But then I was going to go back in and put the tampon in. But by the time I got out there was like 10 people in line. I'm like, no, okay, I can last for 30 minutes. So I go back out to the club and it's so loud. And I'm trying to tell Janelle into her ear what's going on. I'm like,
Tell this whole story. I'm like, I don't know what
I
you're
had to
saying
make
me.
a tampon. And so she couldn't hear anything. I was literally typing it all out on my phone and like showing her the notes. And she's like, but are you good now? Do you have one now? And I was like, trying to type, I'll get one later. I'm good for 30 minutes. I made my own. So yeah, eventually got one back in. But what was your feelings on the whole night that evening, Sid?
Oh, I had so much fun. I definitely, felt the liquor flowing by the end. And then
you did. You were rocking.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was dancing hard.
They
And then
kept saying the weirdest shit.
yeah, the DJ was interesting. That was like cracking me up.
Like randomly he'd be like, cocaine! Like
Yeah, like every 15 minutes, cocaine!
Cocaine! Like
So
what?
random. We're like, he's like, where are all my Latina girls? Like, he literally had 4 sayings and probably said them like
over and over again.
Yeah,
You're
on
repeating
repeat.
them.
Yeah.
Like,
Single
oh, my single
ladies,
lady.
Latina girls, cocaine. Over and over again.
I think he was looking for a single Latino girl.
Oh,
who
yeah.
Yep.
Does
might-
cocaine.
who does
Does
cocaine.
He had a type on his mind. Yeah.
Beautiful. It was really funny.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
funny. It was super fun.
God.
But then, I knew I couldn't drink that much. Like, and I'm proud of myself. I barely drank on this trip. I mean, I drank, but not like didn't get. It wasn't 30th birthday bad.
No, we can't
No.
do that again.
I can never do that again.
No, that was bad.
That was out of control, ridiculous. But
I don't think anyone got like that
No,
either.
no,
I felt like everyone was
thankfully.
kind of like
It was good.
on a good,
because we had like plans the next day, and I knew that if
Yeah.
I was hungover and sick, then I would be A, completely miserable, or B, just be like, I can't go, and then that'd be
Right.
lame as fuck.
And we were taking a cab or an Uber
Oh, yeah.
from Oceanside all the way to the Gaslamp District, which was like an hour there in traffic.
Yeah.
And I knew that car ride home would be fucking miserable. And one of our friends got like car sick, not
Yeah.
even from alcohol, just car sick on
Yeah.
the way back. I felt so
Mhm.
bad for her. But yeah, held it together. Next day was fun too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was fun. I liked how it was a little like we had like a kind of more crazy night, and then the second night or day we kind of hung out around the house, took it easy, and then did some little shopping
Yeah.
in Carlsbad, and then that evening it was like we sunset style dinner or whatnot. I thought that was really cute,
Mm-hmm.
and
We all wore sunset colors.
Yeah, it was
Sydney
like
wore white.
pretty much looking over the ocean, the restaurant we went to, and
Yep.
the blanket. At first, I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's freezing up here," and I know everyone else felt that way. But then they got us some blankets and turned the heaters on, and the drinks were really good there.
Really good.
Really
was
good. We
really,
got that
really good.
cliffside.
Yes,
That was so good.
yeah, I love that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Really bomb. But
Delicious.
then Sydney decided we have to go to the beach one more time, even though
Yeah.
it's nighttime.
Yeah.
So, and we were like, you know what, bride? Anything you want, baby.
Anything you want. I
We're
was like,
gonna
I'm
do it.
freezing my nipples off. Let's go.
We went to the beach
Yep.
in our heels,
Yep.
in our little skimpy outfits. And it was so weird. They were playing like a documentary on the beach.
Yeah.
And
I
we were,
know.
of course, being so loud because we just came from like a cocktail bar. And we
Yeah.
didn't realize there was like a whole stadium of people that we were walking
Yeah.
behind. We didn't see all the
We
people.
were acting like idiots.
Yeah, we were getting some looks. We had to
Whatever.
control ourselves.
Remember the dude on the bike? He's like,
Oh,
don't take your shoes off. He's like, there's someone who comes around here and steals shoes. And he like zoomed off on his bike. I was like,
You're like,
Ladies,
are
ladies,
you?
are
Yeah.
you the shoe stealer, buddy?
Shoe thief.
Don't take your shoes off.
Okay.
And then me and Sydney went down to the water and we started looking out, and it was kind of foggy because the weather, it was like a little,
Yeah.
foggy, misty.
Missed, yeah.
And for some reason, all the people down on the beach looked like walkers from The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And we started getting creeped out by them. They looked so creepy down there, I swear.
It was like kids and
I was
like
tweaking.
little kids running around, and I was like, or like it was just like different sizes of people, and just like,
Different side.
And they just like looked like they were like,
yeah,
I don't even know. It was scary.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So we got a little scared of the beach. Then we had to hightail it out of there.
We had to hightail it
Yeah.
back out.
To go get back in our car, and then the real fun started at home.
Oh, God, we were just like what the fuck were we even doing? Stupid shit.
Just being idiots.
Yeah.
And it was so fun. I think that was my
Yeah.
favorite time of the whole
I agree.
thing. It
I
was
was
so
laughing
funny.
so. There was this one point where you were like, honey, I don't really remember what you were doing, but something was happening, and I was laughing so hard. I almost kicked a hole through the wall. Like I literally couldn't control my body. I was like, it was hysterical.
Well, I took my shirt off.
Okay, you're gonna tell him.
I took my shirt off and we taped like confetti to my
Yeah.
nips.
I was like little nipple tassels.
We made our own pasties.
Mhm, and we thought it was, and then she like tied it back up, and it was just walking around the kitchen for like an hour.
Yeah.
We were dying laughing.
And then I had used boob tape for my
Yes.
dress, so I had to take it off, and it goddamn, it destroyed my spray tan. I look crazy underneath. It's wild. But then it was sticky and everyone was like touching them.
And you kept being like, feel this.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, how do you get this off? And then you literally took your boob and went to the sink. It was like,
I had to wash them with dish soap.
but it still wouldn't work. I remember I told you, I was like, get the makeup balm. I was like, that will take off the sticky stuff.
And that did. Shout out to Green Clean Pharmacy. Green Clean.
Not only will it take off makeup, it will take off
your boob
tape.
It was good. It was real good.
Shit was funny.
Then we did a little Celine Dion concert.
Oh, I loved that.
We did a School of Rock concert. That was great.
Hey.
Video. Wait, what was that? What were we doing? And then so like I sent something to someone. I don't remember what was going on, but then there was literally Jack Black in the background being like, "You're not hardcore."
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Our friend
idiots.
Emily did like a full Jack Black
Yeah, it
performance.
was
She like
iconic.
channeled his soul. It was amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah. Great time. Then Sydney took her swim.
Sydney
We
went
packed up.
swimming. We had to pack up,
Mhm.
and we had to leave at like 7:30.
Yeah.
That
morning.
was so rough.
That sucked.
When Janelle woke me up, I was like, what?
the morning?
Why?
It was so bad because my alarm was set for 6:45, and I was like, okay.
And I
And
did
it-
not set my alarm because I was like, you'll wake me
Yeah,
up.
it went off, and immediately I was like, fuck no. And I snoozed it like 2 or 3 times, and finally I was like, okay, I have to get up. So I like got up and I was like, Kendall, we gotta go. You're like, okay, is it 6:45? I was like, no, it's 7:10. You're like, wait, fuck, why is it 7:10? I was like, because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Throw all this shit in the bag.
Yep.
So funny. Like I was so organized getting there. I had everything so organized in my bag. On the way home, I was just
Like,
throwing
oh,
shit in,
same.
like sitting on it to go in. Yeah.
And then we fell asleep sitting at the airport.
Dude, that airport sucked. Can
Yeah,
I just
fuck
say
the San
worst
Diego
design
airport.
ever.
The
Yeah.
worst airport I've ever been to.
It was so crowded and it was like a circle, but the lines for the planes, it was so close together
It was
that
not-
it blocked all the walking rooms. So you couldn't even get to like the bathroom because people were standing in
I don't
line
know
for their
whose idea
flights.
that was truly.
It was like a psycho
It
situation
made me
in
love
there.
DIA a lot.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm spoiled to have DIA.
And I do not like Southwest. I'm sorry. I know you love
Oh,
Southwest
tea.
Airlines, but I don't like that whole pick your seat thing. That is
Okay.
too stressful. Even though I got Group A, I was literally the first one on both flights, and
Yeah.
it still was stressing me
I
out
don't know how you got Group A. I was so jealous. Like, what the hell?
because I was on there. I was so paranoid.
me
As
too.
soon as it turned 10:50, I was like,
I
"Bam,
know.
I am in."
Hey, 2 free bags though.
That is nice. But the lady was mean on the way there too.
Oh,
we
yeah,
got yelled
we
at.
almost got like Kendall and I almost became one of those bitches who gets filmed on the airplane.
I know.
So we were like
This was when we were
getting
taking
ready
off.
to take off, but then they're like, "Oh, something's wrong with the plane. Like they need to fix a seat or
seat.
something."
Yeah.
They're like, "So we have to bring a tech on to come and fix it. So it's gonna be a bit." And we're like, "Okay."
So we're
And
like,
I had to pee.
yeah,
So I get up.
perfect opportunity to go to the bathroom. Then.
So I get up and go to the bathroom, and this woman's like, no, what are you doing? The seatbelt sign's on. I'm like, oh, sorry, I thought that we were not moving because they have to fix the plane or whatever. And then she's like, no, the seatbelt sign's on. You're going to delay the departure. I was like, okay. I was about to pee my pants. Sorry, I'll go back. And she's, oh, if you're going to pee your pants, then I'll just call the tower and let them know. I'm like, do you mean call the tower and let them know to like kick me off the plane? Or do you mean call the tower to let them know that I have
what?
to pee? I was like, it's fine. So I like went back to my seat,
and
sat
we
down.
were sitting in the last row,
Yeah,
because we
this
wanted to be
third to
close to the
last row. Yeah.
bathrooms.
Wasn't
And
a
then
big
I
deal.
got up behind Janelle and she was in the bathroom and I was standing there. I was like, oh, I'm going to use the bathroom too. And she's like, no. And I was like, oh, well, my cousin is. So I thought maybe I could. She's like, well, she said she was going to pee her pants. I was like, oh, okay.
I might too.
Well, all right.
So then you went.
yeah. She's like, well, I'll call the tower for you then. I was like,
So
the
we
tower?
both go.
Girl, we're getting the seat fixed.
Right. We sit back down and we're still sitting there for another, like almost half hour. I'm like, till we take off. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
thank God
Yeah.
that you yelled at us.
No,
'cause
she was
otherwise-
like, some flight attendants are really on a power trip.
totally.
Some flight attendants are so nice, like
So nice.
the majority, but some just are really
Yeah.
like,
I was just confused because the pilot was like, we're not taking off anytime soon.
yeah.
So hang on. And I was like, okay, perfect opportunity to go pee pee.
Yeah.
Was not apparently.
Overall, great trip though. 10 out of
So
10.
much
Sydney,
fun.
thank you for getting married so we could do that.
Yes.
It was so much fun.
It was a complete blast.
Yeah. I wish we could replay it all.
I know, me
Honestly.
too.
I'm so excited for your wedding.
I
The
know, I'm
countdown
excited.
begins. Less than 90 days. Here we go.
I
Oh
know.
shit! Wow.
Yeah, people were commenting last week that the marriage license expires in 90 days. They wanted to make sure you knew that.
Yes, actually, that was really helpful. I did see that because it's weird though. It's making an appointment is a pain in the butt. So we got to figure out how to do that within the 90 days
I thought
because you
you-
can't go too early.
I thought you already
had
did
one.
it.
I do, but it would be over 9. Like,
Oh,
No, I'm
thank
sorry.
God
In
for these
Colorado,
people.
it's 30 days that you can have the license before, like, you can't have it. It will expire.
Oh,
So you have to, like,
shit.
get married within 30 days of getting it.
Oh, okay. So that those comments did help you.
Yes, they did. So because now I have to go and reschedule to closer to the wedding date because I had scheduled early
Yeah.
out.
Guys, look, you
Shit.
saved
You
her.
literally saved her whole wedding.
Thank you. I think
Thank
I
you.
responded to someone and said it's within 90 days because it's technically within 90 days till the wedding, but here in Colorado, it's 30 days. It's
different.
even
So
wow.
Which
Well,
I don't really
thanks,
understand
people.
because in Colorado, you can have literally your dog sign your marriage certificate and it's legal.
Yeah, it's
So I don't
whatever.
really get,
Strange situation.
which I'll totally have Charlie do that.
When you are preparing to have a baby, it can be so overwhelming figuring out what to buy for them. There are so many things that I got that I never even used, weren't useful to me. And then there are things that are absolute staples in my house. And the Hatch Rest is one of those items. I have recommended it to so many of my other friends that are now having babies. This is something that you absolutely must have. I have found that when it comes to the bedtime routine, consistency is everything. And my daughter knows that every night she's going to get white noise. And I think there's something about it that just lets her brain know that it is time to go to sleep. The Hatch Rest is an innovative, all-in-one sleep device designed just for kids. It's both a sound machine and a nightlight that grows with your children. During the newborn stage, Hatch can help make for a soothing and comfortable sleep environment with continuous sounds like white noise, wind, rain, lullabies. And as your child grows, Hatch allows toddlers and big kids to build sleep independence with customized color and sound cues. The time for bed pairing alerts let them know that it's time to wind down for the night. And in the morning, their special time to rise signal helps teach them when it's okay to get out of bed for the day, keeping those early risers in bed for longer. Hatch Rest has helped over 3 million babies and parents get restful sleep. It's no wonder that it's consistently a top baby registry item. And right now, Hatch is offering our listeners up to 15% off your purchase of a Hatch Rest and free shipping at hatch.co/sesh. So if you're ready for improved sleep for your kids and yourself, go to hatch.co/sesh to get up to 15% off and free shipping. That's hatch.co/sesh. But anyway, Karelly, I would love to hear a little bit more about your adventure. You had a real fucking adventure, man.
Yeah, this was like my first music festival.
Yeah.
I went to Bonnaroo, which is in Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Love that.
Tennessee. It was literally like the best time of my life. I'm so happy that I went. I even still have my band on. I haven't taken it off yet because I got in at 3 a.m. last night.
Yeah.
My little trip started on Sunday last week. My friend and I drove out of Denver, and we drove to Tennessee just because we were car camping. And obviously, like, it's hard to do that when you fly.
Mm-hmm.
So we drove to Kansas City was our first stop. Stayed the night there at a really nice hotel.
It's a nice spot.
Yeah, it was really
Kansas
nice
City.
actually.
It's cool there.
Yeah, it was really cool. The hotel was really nice. We went to dinner. We got there kind of late, so we didn't really do anything. And then the next day was another day of driving. We got to some friend's house who live in Nashville, and we were like a big group of friends. We're just meeting there and like all gonna convoy together. And yeah, there was like 15 of us in camp. And our camp setup was so sweet. So what they do is like, I think this is the first year that Bonnaroo is doing this, like early car camping. So we got there on Tuesday. The festival doesn't start until Thursday technically. But we got there Tuesday because we wanted a really, really good spot. And our spot was amazing. We were really close to, I mean, if you've been to Bonnaroo, like, they have this little forest part. It's like they do like night
games?
like late night games.
I love a good night games.
No, like late night sets. So like these sets went on from like 2 to 5 in the morning.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I stayed out all night on Friday night, and that was so fun.
You pulled like an all-nighter?
I mean, technically, I went to bed at like 5 in the morning.
Damn.
So yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
What time did you wake up?
That was the next day. The next day I had that 5K I signed up for.
You did a 5K
Yeah.
5K on this.
Yeah, no, it was a little crazy.
You can't even take a shot of vodka.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, no,
I am old.
I don't know how I had so much energy. And I think it was just like I was just so excited to like do everything. And like I really wanted, and I really wanted to just like, I mean, this is like my first time really doing anything. Even though I went with my friends, like everyone kind of like, I met a lot of new friends too. But like I went by myself, quote unquote, because like we didn't do like we didn't really do like buddy system. Like we were all there, like we all went together, but we all kind of like did our own thing while we were there.
Sure.
It was such a learning experience for me because like I have always been a little codependent. And so this was very like, I was liberating. And like, I try to go to the sets by myself. And I did almost, I try to do almost all of it. Not by, I mean, if obviously like I met up with friends and stuff, we did things together.
Yeah.
But overall, like I kind of was just like enjoying myself and just like kind of vibing.
That's awesome, dude.
Myself. Yeah, it was really, really fun.
That's great.
I met, like I said,
wait, really
what's
quick
up?
though. But you went to bed at 5, woke up when to run your 5K?
Yeah. So hold on. So backdrop.
Damn.
Thursday.
Good for you.
I guess Wednesday it was chill day. We were just at camp. We were just kind of like, just chilling out, low energy, kind of just waiting for all the commotion to start on Thursday. Thursday was more like the EDM set, which was really, really fun. Liquid Stranger was so good.
That's an artist?
Yeah, he's a DJ.
Oh, I like that name.
Yeah.
The name of a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I don't know where he's from, but he's not from here. So that night was kind of an earlier night. And then Friday night, it was Kendrick Lamar was the headliner that day, was one of the main headliners.
Oh, it's so cool.
Damn, that's so
Kendrick.
cool.
It was he was phenomenal, like life-changing. Like,
oh my God.
his set was, I didn't know that I needed to see him like as bad as I did. Like he put on such a great performance. He had like a live band. Some artists like do a backtrack to where like they're singing behind they're singing
behind themselves.
Yeah. But Kendrick was like, it was completely like, it was just him, his
raw.
band. It was totally raw. It was
so
amazing. Cool. The group or like the vibes were like so good. Like the crowd was really nice. And then Sylvanesso was like one of my favorite bands.
Who played when we were at Odessa, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were there again, and they did like a little bit different. Like, I feel like when we saw them at Odessa, they did mostly like album recordings of stuff. But this was like a lot more like free. They kind of did their own kind of like styles of like freestyles of their own music. You know what I mean? And then, do you know who Grizz is?
Yeah,
I've heard.
Oh my God. He had 2 sets this week. And the first one was like his regular set. Then there was one on Saturday night, and it was chasing the golden hour set. Oh my God. It was so low tempo. It was like very chill, sitting in the grass, kind of just like looking up at the sky while the music's playing. And like, it was so beautiful.
Sounds amazing.
It was so amazing. And then they just had so many things to do there. But yeah, so after Kendrick, I don't really remember like the order of people, the artists that I saw, but we went to, after like the main stage was done, I think they were done at like 2 a.m. or something. We went back to camp, freshened up, and then we went to the woods, and that's where I sit out really late. And that was really cool because it's literally like, it's the woods. Like it's literally the woods, and there's like this big set in the middle, and people are just having the time of their lives.
That's so fun.
That's cool.
Yeah. And so the next morning, because I told myself, I was like, I kind of want to sign up for the 5K beforehand. Like, I kind of want to do it just to say that I did it. You know what I mean? It's only 3 miles. So the next morning, I was so fucking tired. I was so dead. A few days before this, my feet were on fire. Like dancing, walking all day, every day. I barely took like sit down breaks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so the next day we get up, me and somebody else from like my camp, we both sign up for the 5K, and we get there, we go, he takes off, and I'm like, I'm just going to go at my own pace. Like, don't hold up. But we got there like 20 minutes late. So at that time, like all the runners were kind of like all, like gone. And so I didn't have my phone on me because I was running and I didn't have the map on me. So I got lost. I rerouted myself. And I was like running around and I was like, where are all the runners? Like, I know there's other runners out here. And so I asked somebody and they're like, oh no, like wrong way. And so I had literally run like the time, but I went the completely opposite way.
Oh my God.
So I at some point I was like, honestly, at this point, I value my cleanliness a little bit more than I value this run. And I'm feeling disgusting and sticky and gross. And so, yeah, like once I got closer to my campsite, I was like, I think I've ran the 5K.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to call it at that. And so I went back to my camp and yeah. And then, let's see, Sunday was like more pack up. I didn't really see anybody on Sunday.
When did you see Odessa?
Oh yeah, Odessa. Saturday.
You saw Odessa on Saturday?
Yeah, I forgot about. I was talking about Saturday.
Were they as good as they were when we saw them?
Honestly, I kind of liked ours when we saw them a little bit better for a variety of reasons. I would say Odessa set was so like the people who were there. It was so dense.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was so fucking dense.
Yeah.
Like my friends, they went and camped out and they were at this spot the entire night. I went back there and I like could not see them anywhere. Like everywhere I looked around me, it was like new faces, new people.
Jesus.
And like it was fine because like, I mean, whatever, it was totally fine. But that crowd was intense.
Yeah.
And then Lil Nas X.
Oh, I love him. He's cute.
He was so cute. He was such a great performer. He was such a great performer. He had like such a good. I was dancing my ass off, like absolute ass off. Like it was
Yeah, that's fun.
amazing.
Wait, so how do you know what do they play? You have like a schedule of like what time to go, like, or in what stage?
Yeah, so like they have so there's like an app and stuff, and
Oh, okay.
the name of the stages, get this, are so dumb. What stage? Which stage? Who stage? This stage? That stage.
That's the name of them?
Those are the names of the stages.
Stupidly confusing.
Oh yeah.
Come over, meet me at that stage.
Yeah.
Which
what
stage?
Oh.
Wait, which stage?
No, that stage.
Wait, did you
Whose
see did you go
stage?
see Big Wild?
What stage?
That's so dumb.
No.
No, I didn't see Big Wells because I think I'm gonna catch them at Red Rocks later this year.
Oh.
Sophie Tucker, amazing. I'm looking at the lineup right now.
You saw my man Tyler Childers, right?
I did. I don't really know that much of his song, of his music, but I did. I was like passing by and I was like, wait, this is kind of nice. I like this like kind of bluegrassy kind of like. So I sat there for probably like 15 minutes and like was enjoying that, and it was good. I think I'm gonna get into him.
I'll send you the best songs.
Please do.
Did you see Foo Fighters?
No, because
they were there.
No, and because that was on Sunday. On Sunday, I missed a lot of. There was a few people who I really wanted to see on Sunday. Paramore, I loved. They're like one of my absolute favorite bands. I've seen them before, so I wasn't too upset about it. Foo Fighters, I heard they were okay, but honestly, like I'm expecting dad rock, which is, you know what I mean?
Dad rock.
What's Dad Rock?
Like rock for dads.
Like yeah.
Oh, did you see Humphreys McGee? That's probably Dad Rock too.
Who?
Humphreys McGee.
No, that's probably dad
It's a
rock.
jam band.
Mm-mm. No, I did see I did see a jam band. Who did I see?
Fun.
A lot of these artists were like newer for me, which is honestly that I'm gonna do more music festivals. I think like this unlocked a little music festival bug in me.
That's fun.
Sounds like
liked it.
such a great time. I've never done a music festival.
Yeah,
I feel like I'd have an anxiety attack and die.
yeah.
Sounds like such a great time. I feel like I would have an exciting time.
I would need like a scooter or something.
There's like
to
a
get around.
part of my soul that would love to do it, but reality is I could not handle.
I thought I was gonna have like way more anxiety, but I felt so free and liberated, and like so, like people were so nice, and like you could wear literally whatever you want. Everybody, you know what I mean? Like it was just so. It was so nice to see. You know what I mean? Like
people were
were
being themselves and not being worried
Being
about like
free.
right. Like people were literally just like enjoying themselves, and like I dressed completely out of my comfort zone too,
Yeah.
which I think was very healthy for me. But yeah, no, it was insane. Like I feel like I'm still like riding the high a little bit.
That's so awesome.
Even though I'm literally like
Exhausted.
I'm so exhausted.
I
Are you gonna sleep all week?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good lineup.
Great lineup.
Yeah, those are some
Like an
great-
interesting mix too.
Yeah. That's what I like about it. Cause like every day is a different genre. So like first day was EDM. Second day was like a big mix of everything. a little bit more rap. 3-6 Mafia was there.
Oh, hell
yeah.
We love that.
Got a tiny bit of that. Knocked Loose was there, which is like more of like a I don't want to say metal, but like heavier rock.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Odessa was definitely more of like a light tempo night, more so, I would
love
say.
that.
And then Foo Fighters was like the
Dad rock.
day. Dad rock, yeah. The Pixies were there. I feel like that's pretty dad rocky.
Dad rock. That would have been my fun day.
Yeah.
That no doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, and actually Kendrick. I would die to see Kendrick.
Dude, oh my God. Like Kendrick,
Yeah,
like that
that'd be
set
awesome.
was insane. Like it was phenomenal.
That's so cool,
Well,
dude.
I'm so glad you had so
a good
much
time.
fun and made
Yeah.
it home safely
Me
to
too.
us.
That was
We're
our thing,
happy
too.
to all be back.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy that like everything went according to plan. Like
Mhm.
everything went by so smoothly that like my anxiety was like kind of poking at me all
Like,
week. And
waiting.
it was like, hey, the other shoe's gonna drop soon. Like
Yeah.
just wait,
Yeah.
just wait.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, like even getting back last night was smooth. Getting there was really smooth. The entire thing was just so smooth.
Mm.
It was great.
Oh,
it was amazing.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Okay.
it
I'm
was
so
amazing.
glad you had a good time, dude.
I'm glad to be
Ah.
back though.
We're all
Yeah.
refreshed
We're all
after our
refreshed.
weekends of fun.
It
Yeah.
was very, very fun. It was a great time.
Now I have to go
yeah.
home and get packed up and head back to California.
Yep,
Woo.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm going to be exhausted. I don't know how I'm going to make it through, but I'm going to Anaheim for VidCon, but I
was
won't
gonna say,
actually
you
be
gonna
at
tell people why?
VidCon. Yeah, because YouTube sucks.
Oh.
Can I say that?
Sure.
I'm a
You can
little
say the
angry
fuck
at them.
you want. I would be pissed too.
I decided to
Tell
go to
them why.
VidCon last minute. I got invited by a company that I work with, mainly for other meetings and stuff, and just everyone's there so I can meet with Spotify and my management and stuff. But I wanted to do like a panel. I wanted to do a panel or a meet and greet, and YouTube's just not up with true crime, and they'd rather have TikTokers who just started, which no shame to them, but I have been on the platform for 10 years, and they're featured creators. I don't even get a creator badge.
That is some stupid
So I'm
shit.
like, well, I'm not
Insane.
going because obviously I'm going to be recognized by
Right.
people, and I feel like it could be unsafe for me.
And you're just gonna like walk around with everyone
Yeah.
else.
So it sucks. It could have been a great opportunity for me to meet people and meet my fans, and I'm a little sad about that, but I'm going mainly for meetings. So
Fun.
and parties. I'm going to meet a ton of creators, which is really cool. I get to meet everyone in my agency. I just joined a new agency recently, and
Ooh.
there's some people that I really want to meet and I hope are there. We'll see. But yeah, so I'm bringing Holly though, because 3 days away from her was rough.
Do we know if Mr. Beast is coming?
We don't know. He's
Still don't
down
know.
to the day
Got it.
deciding.
Got it.
Do we know if Mr. Hassan Piker will be there?
Yeah, he's in my agency now, and I would love to meet
You know,
him.
fangirl.
He could maybe be at that dinner.
Be
Who
so
knows?
cool.
Oh my God, yeah.
Would you go up to him?
Yeah.
Oh, you would? Because
Well,
normally
maybe
you're like,
not.
no, I
I'm
would
a
hide.
freak. If
Yeah.
I'm not a freak, we'll see if in my moment if I'm a freak or I'm cool.
Got it.
It depends on my
I
moment.
really hope you're cool. But if you're a freak,
too.
at least, and you see him and you don't want to go up to him, at least take a pic for me.
I will be that creep from afar
Mhm.
that takes pictures.
I was
of
gonna
him.
say,
Beautiful.
I'm requesting that.
I'm gonna try
please.
really hard to meet people, but my social batteries are gonna be so diminished by the time I'm here on Monday, because I get back. I leave Wednesday. I'll be back Sunday, and then I'll be back here to
Yeah.
record on Monday next
Yeah.
week. I'm sure I'm gonna be absolutely dead because my social batteries are already at like 10% after this weekend. So I'm exhausted. But it's nice because our nanny and her husband and her daughter are coming too. So we'll have the kids with us at the hotel, and we might go to. We were thinking about Disney World, but then I'm like, that's gonna be exhausting and really hard.
And
So-
hot. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with people. So we might go to like downtown
Plus, I
Disney
feel
or
like
something. but-
Holly's way too young to
yeah,
give a damn.
she's not going to care about it. She
Yeah.
can't, like, how do I coordinate nap times?
Right.
So
She'd probably enjoy downtown Disney a lot
yeah,
better.
I think we're just going to do hotel pool a lot. And yeah, I have a lot of meetings. Like every day I've got meetings, parties, dinners, lunches. So that's mainly what I'm doing. But yeah.
Guys, have you ever wondered why laundry detergent comes in those giant plastic jugs? They're so inconvenient, they get in the way, and 91% of those heavy jugs end up in landfills and ocean, which of course harms our planet and our marine life. I've always thought there has to be a better way, and obviously you can't just stop doing laundry, and that's why I am so grateful that we have discovered Earth Breeze. Our new Earth Breeze laundry detergent eco sheets look like dryer sheets, but they're not. It's a revolutionary liquidless laundry detergent that dissolves 100% in any wash cycle, hot or cold. You don't have to measure anything, there's no mess. I hate how nasty the cups get from your laundry detergent. It gets like all grimy and so nasty. And with this, you don't have to worry about that at all. And it's really great for storage because they come in a very sleek little eco-friendly package. And you can just put them right beside all of your other cleaning products and it fits perfectly. Also, their packaging is completely biodegradable and plastic-free, and it's great for all laundry lifestyles, even sensitive skin. Their eco sheets are hypoallergenic and dermatologist tested. John has really sensitive skin, and he uses these sheets, and they don't irritate his skin at all. EarthBreeze is compatible with high-efficiency washers, gray water systems, and is septic safe. And they offer flexible subscriptions that can be adjusted, paused, or canceled by you at any time. There's no contracts or fees. And they're delivered right to your door via free carbon-neutral shipping at a frequency you can set that works for your unique lifestyle. But most importantly, these still offer a very powerful clean. EarthBreeze is super tough on stains and it fights odors, and your clothes come out clean every single time. Which at first, when I first tried these, I was like, how can this little tiny sheet be as good as my traditional detergent? But it's actually even better. I have never had clothes come out of the washer that are still stained. They smell really good. They're always very fresh. I really do recommend this product. And you can try it yourself with the risk-free 100% satisfaction guarantee. And if you don't like it, EarthBreeze will give you a full refund, no questions asked, and no return necessary. So switch from the old-fashioned goo to something new. Right now, our listeners can subscribe to EarthBreeze and save 40%. Go to earthbreeze.com/sesh to get started. That's earthbreeze.com/sesh for 40% off. earthbreeze.com/sesh.
Anyway, that was a long catch up here.
Long catch up. We should get into our topics.
We should, because we actually have a lot to go over here today. Let's start out with some CSI. Okay, guys, so to start it off with CSI today, we have another missing item. It has been a year of missing items. First, we had missing Shrek statue.
Which is still gone.
Still missing. Please, massholes, be on the lookout.
We also had assholes.
We've had this talk before, Janelle. Massholes. Massachusetts.
Yes.
They're proud of it. It's not it's not offensive.
I just thought you meant like, you assholes, keep a lookout. Okay.
We also had the missing Dairy Queen spoon, which was recovered. Thank God.
And Peppa's been recovered though.
Oh yeah, Peppa has been recovered.
Right.
So Peppa Pig was stolen. Ocean City,
Tragic.
Maryland police were searching for, or are still searching for, 3 suspects who stole Peppa Pig from outside of a candy store, okay? And this is a big old Peppa.
Yeah, this thing's fucking huge. The statue's got to weigh tons.
Which, first of all, though, fuck Peppa Pig.
Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you about that. I was thinking about that. Because remember we were talking about Peppa with one of our friends yesterday at the airport?
I've always thought Peppa's annoying and looks like a hairdryer.
She does, dumb bitch.
She has no dimension. And all the characters don't have names except for her.
Isn't it bad
Peppa,
to watch,
I think her sister has a name.
Isn't it bad for kids?
Well, that's what I've heard. I've never really seen Peppa, so I'm judging Peppa, but I've heard that she's kind of a brat and hits her parents, and so you're not supposed to let your kid watch it, or they could hit you.
What?
That's just a word on the street. I just saw a TikTok.
Peppa hits her parents?
Bluey over Peppa is the word on the street for parents.
What is Bluey?
Bluey's fucking awesome.
What is Bluey?
Bluey's this little dog and his little family, and I think they're Australian.
Like Blue's Clues, only remade.
Or maybe they're like British. I don't know.
So,
They just talk so cute, and the concepts, I've watched a few episodes. They're actually kind of entertaining for adults too. It's really sweet.
A blue dog? Sounds like Blue's Clues.
I know, right? It's a little ripoff.
It's because he's a blue healer.
Oh, I love blue healers. They're cute babies.
He's a cute little Bluey.
So
but yeah,
Bluey's
I've heard Peppa's a dumb bitch.
So
but
Peppa's British and Bluey is Australian.
okay, that's right. We like that. Yeah.
We like that. We like that.
Anyway, Peppa has been snatched. Okay, this happened June 10th around 2 a.m. A surveillance camera showed 3 suspects taking the Peppa statue, and she's almost as big as them.
Yeah,
Probably weighs more than them by the looks of it.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a little costume.
Yeah,
It looks like Peppa's walking with them.
It looks like they have a mascot walking with them. But this has a happy ending because Ocean City police were able to recover Peppa, except for they didn't clarify where they found her. We don't know exactly.
She was out and about.
But they are still trying to find the 3 suspects. So please, Maryland, we need a name for y'all people. Mareholes.
Mayor Holes, keep an eye out. They described him as 3 Caucasian men. That's really descriptive.
Super helpful. Be on the lookout for 3 Caucasian men. So if you see 3 Caucasian men, call the Maryland police.
Now, I love to speculate in these cases. What were these people doing with the Peppa? What's the motive? Do you think this was just like they got fucked up and they were like, this would be fun. Let's steal a Peppa.
I think so, yeah.
Probably
Probably
right?
just like bored, like, LOL, this would be funny.
Or did they have plans for Peppa? Were they going to do something with Peppa?
No, I have a feeling they just stole it because it was
Like,
funny.
this would be funny.
Yeah.
You put it in our apartment.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to admit, that's fucking funny.
It is funny.
Like,
Sounds like
I'm
something
not
dumb you and I would do if
right?
we were
I'm
drunk
like
enough.
not pro theft, but also like the shit's funny as fuck. If I stole a Peppa, I would be thinking it's hilarious.
You know what? It's Peppa, so fuck her.
if it
let
was
her
Bluey,
go.
we'd be pissed.
Yeah. No Bluey.
Peppa. Hair
All
dryer
right,
ass
so-
bitch.
Hair dryer ass.
Look for Peppa.
Look for
Or no,
Peppa.
she's found. Look for the people that that stole Peppa.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm,
They need to be brought to justice.
mhm.
As I've talked about before on this show, there was a period a few years ago where I went through a time of anxiety and depression, and it was so hard on me. I didn't know where to turn. My medications just weren't doing anything for me anymore. My therapist was great, but it just wasn't enough. And that's when I found ketamine therapy. And wow, it changed my life. And the effects are still going now, years later.
Mindbloom is the leader in at-home ketamine therapy, having safely helped thousands of people overcome their anxiety and depression. And unlike traditional talk therapy, ketamine works quickly and doesn't have the unpleasant side effects of traditional antidepressants. What's wild is that in a study of over 1,200 Mindbloom clients, 89% reported improvements in their anxiety and depression after only 2 sessions. And right now, Mindbloom is offering our listeners $100 off your first 6-session program when you sign up at mindbloom.com/sesh and use promo code SESH. Take the first step and break free from your anxiety and depression with Mindbloom. Mindbloom.com/sesh and use promo code SESH.
So this next story is pretty crazy. There was a fan who drove 700 miles to set a Twitch streamer's car on fire. Janelle, will you tell us more
Yeah.
about this?
Okay, so there's this Twitch streamer. Her name is Karelly, and her Twitch name is just Foxy. And she's pretty big. She has close to 600,000 followers. And like I said, she's on Twitch. She plays video games and stuff. And she has this video of her explaining that a few weeks ago, she was on vacation and her mom called her in the middle of the night and was like, your car is on fire.
Jesus.
And so she logs onto her security footage. Sure enough, there's her car's on fire. There's actually a video of it, of the car on fire. We can play it now.
Yeah, let's take a look.
So this dude like rolls up, puts a can or something, sets it on fire, and then the whole thing
my
just starts
God.
igniting
That is
God.
so
up
scary.
in flames. And she has, it's by her house. She has pets in her house. Her mom's there. So she's like totally freaked out. So they obviously called the police, and they were able to get the fire out quickly, and no one was hurt, and the fire didn't spread or anything. But she said that in some ways she actually had expected this to happen because she had been dealing with stalkers recently.
Wow.
And they were able to catch the dude. His name was Farhan Jamie. He's 28 years old. And this is the craziest part. He drove from New York to her home in Ohio, 700 miles to do this.
What a freak.
And he's currently awaiting his trial.
What a fucking
Look at her car,
freak.
though, after.
That's insane.
I know.
What kind of car is that? It looks like a nice car. Can you make it out, Janet?
I don't know exactly. Maybe kind of looks like the front of some type of Infinity, but I think I'm. Oh, actually, it could be a Ferrari. No, it can't. I don't know.
No, it looks like something 250. What is that called?
What?
Something 250.
Yeah.
Infinity?
No. It's like, okay, never mind. I'll find it. I can't think of the name.
Got it. Okay, 250. Thank you.
So how do they know it was her car? I wonder if she's streamed or posts pictures of her vehicle before.
I know.
Before.
I don't know. Well, my guess is, I don't know exactly if, I guess it's hard to tell if this was one of the people that was stalking her, but my assumption is that if it was, I'm sure, were watching her and knew, like, oh,
Yeah.
this is her car and this is her house and whatever. Light her on fire. 700 miles. Drives
That's
700
so
miles
scary.
to light someone's car on fire. And now you got arrested and getting charged. Kind of
What a
stupid.
dumbass.
Kind of stupid.
I wonder what his punishment will be. What'll be?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Mm.
We'll have to stay tuned and find out.
God, I feel bad for her. That's a really scary situation. And her poor mom.
I know.
God.
I know. I feel bad for her too.
Wow.
Crazy shit.
Well, there's also a big update going on in the Rust shooting case that we wanted to bring up. Now, we've talked about that before here on our show. We've also done a full episode on Mile Higher on it, which really went in depth if you haven't seen it and you want some more information about what exactly happened.
Yeah.
Because the details surrounding everything leading up to the shooting and Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, the armor... Gutierrez? Okay, thank you. It's really crazy.
Yeah.
She deserves, I think, everything that she's going through.
Oh, especially with this update?
I know. This was like, wow, just when I thought she couldn't get any worse. I especially was so disgusted when in the body cam footage, she was automatically concerned about herself.
She's like, this is such a bad day.
So bad for my career. My career's over. She's just an idiot. And I guess as of right now, she's still the only person that is facing charges for the shooting. The charges got dropped against Alec Baldwin, which is a whole other topic to discuss. But in a recent court filing, prosecutors said it was likely that Hannah was hung over while she loaded the prop gun with a live bullet that she knew was going to be used at some point by the actor while filming a shooting scene with other actors and crew members. Witnesses on set told investigators Hannah was drinking heavily and smoking marijuana in the evenings during the shooting of Rust, which is shocking to hear that update. Like, wow,
working with guns.
Just don't take your job seriously
the
at all.
armorer and you're getting drunk at night. What?
It's really not surprising too when you like know everything about her and how she was so careless throughout the whole process. It's kind of like, wow, okay. Of course, her lawyers are trying to say this is reaching, their case isn't strong enough, so they're just trying to like pull stuff out of their ass at this point. But it'll be interesting to see if this ends up having a big effect on the trial. Hannah's attorney said that she will plead not guilty to the 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter. In a statement to CNN, her attorney said the prosecution has mishandled this case, and the case is so weak that they are now resorting to character assassination tactics to further taint the jury pool. So,
how do you prove that someone was hungover? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess that's just witness testimony.
And I'm assuming that even though it's stupid to, in my opinion, to go and party and be under the influence before you do something like that, is it illegal? It must not be illegal.
I don't know. I don't know what the rules are around that. You would think that
like, when you're
with such a heavy job, there would be rules.
Like pilots, I think, are not allowed to drink 24 hours ahead of time of getting on a plane or some shit like that.
Yeah, when other people's lives are in your hands, you shouldn't be able to consume anything that's going to alter your mental state.
I agree.
Yeah, very, very sad. I just feel so bad for Helena's family to like more and more coming out like, God, what a slap in the face to then hear that.
I know. For real. And also what's crazy is, like Kendall said, obviously Alec's charges had been dismissed back in April, but apparently they're still waiting on like the final decision on whether or not charges will be brought against him, and that's not coming till August. So it may not be fully over for him. I kind of doubt it.
Yeah.
But
I didn't hear that. I thought it was done deal for him.
I thought so too, but then I was reading all this, and then there was something about how in August that they're still trying to press charges on him of some sort.
Well, they have like until August. Is that
they
have until August to like.
But I think people are still trying to pull something together.
Yeah, I think they are too. But like until they come up with, or till they come just with something that's actually provable.
Yeah,
he's gonna. And if they don't make a decision, like bring something to the table by August, and they're completely dropped.
Wow,
weird, huh?
Yeah.
Really weird that you would be hungover doing that.
It's stupid as fuck. She's just an idiot. Selfish. Extremely only concerned about herself.
Totally. It's terrible, honestly.
What do you think, like an armor on a movie? Well, first of all, like they say there's never live bullets, but whatever reason there was, don't you think that they would do like a drug test or like maybe even give them what's the, like breathalyzer in the morning, like before filming when you're using. I mean, I'm wondering why the live bullet was there. I mean, like if that's not something she would probably bring. I don't know if she's the one that provide. I'm just curious, like how did that even get there? But don't you think that would be an actual thing to
wonder
do.
if there'll be a law that comes out of all of this, like a Helena's law, you know?
I think there should be.
About rules around armors.
Yeah.
There should be. I wonder if that's actually maybe happening. I'm going to look it up real fast.
I tried to find something and I couldn't find anything on it.
It'd be
And
a good opportunity to make a law in her name. I don't see one. Hutchins law. No, that's not it. There definitely should be something like that, though.
It's
God,
terrible.
It really is. It's such an upsetting story overall. Just like utter negligence.
It's annoying. Well, it's more than annoying. That's a bad way to put it. It's terrible because it's so preventable.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been so easily prevented, and now someone's dead because of just carelessness.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, and because people were cheap too.
Right.
That's what it really came down to.
So true. Not enough people working on set. Not enough resources being used.
Yep.
People are being spread thin. And what's crazy is, we talked about this Mile Higher too, that, there was red flags ahead of time.
Yeah.
People were like, something's going to happen. Something's going to happen.
No one
People were like,
listened.
whatever. We need to get going. We have to power through. We don't have enough time to figure that out.
Yep. Money over everything. That's how these situations go.
Yep, pretty much.
Incredibly sad.
So sad.
As the weather warms up and the flowers start to bloom, it is the perfect time to take a fresh look at your financial planning. If you've been meaning to get life insurance but have been putting it off, now is the time. And with Fabric by Gerber Life, it's quick and easy to help protect your family's future so you can get back to enjoying life. As soon as we had our daughter, we knew we needed to get life insurance, and I didn't know where to start. It seemed very complicated to me. But as a parent, your top priority is your children's well-being. So Fabric was designed by parents for parents to help you get a high-quality and surprisingly affordable term life insurance policy in less than 10 minutes. And Fabric's new lower prices could mean potentially significant savings over other providers with great quality policies like $1 million in coverage for less than $1 a day. And it's easy, guys. It takes less than 10 minutes to apply, see your quote, and then personalize your quote to fit your family's needs. And you could be offered coverage instantly with no health exam required. Fabric has partnered with Gerber Life, which has been trusted by millions of families like yours for over 50 years. And they also have 1,600 five-star reviews on trustpilot.com. Fabric has a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you can cancel at any time. It was specifically designed to give parents like you affordable term life insurance plus wills, access to college saving funds, and more, all in an easy online experience. So protect your family today with Fabric by Gerber Life. You can apply in just 10 minutes at meetfabric.com/sesh. That's meet, M-E-E-T, fabric.com/sesh. M-E-E-T, fabric.com/sesh. Policies issued by Western Southern Life Assurance Company. Not available in certain states. Prices subject to underwriting and health questions. Okay, well, anyway, we do have one more CSI here today.
This one's crazy.
This is wild.
Actually, no, we have two more CSIs.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, let me do, before we get into the most wild one.
Yes, one
This
just
one,
popped off
yeah, we just
like
found
an hour
this.
ago. Okay, yes. This is crazy.
So a Florida woman, Florida,
Of course.
of course it's Florida. This woman went ahead and broke into a U.S. Coast Guard installation, stole a tricycle, and drove it onto the active taxiway of the St. Pete Clearwater International Airport.
And let's just stop and wonder why there was a tricycle. What is this used to?
I
used
looked
for?
it up. It is, because I was like, what is going on? It is used to carry around supplies and tools, they said.
A tricycle?
Mm-hmm.
Why not like a golf cart or something?
They also use those.
Can we get a picture of what this looks like? A Coast Guard tricycle?
Let's see.
I'm going to look that up.
Okay, yeah. Yes, a tricycle, Kendall. Stole a tricycle from the Coast Guard.
It's probably like the big trike.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's more like a bike.
Like a motor.
With a basket thing. Okay, I think this is what it is.
Tricycles, along with golf carts and bobcats, are used by the Coast Guard to transport tools and parts around the station. Homie took it and then went on the runway on the St. Pete Airport. So weird.
I put the link in there. I think this is kind of what it is. Because I was picturing like a little kid's tricycle.
Yeah. This makes sense.
It's a 3-wheeled bike.
But
it has like a basket.
So a tricycle.
Yeah. Like
it's not a bicycle, it's a tricycle.
Okay. Sorry. Right. That's hilarious. Okay.
But yeah, so they arrested her, obviously, and I guess she scaled the fence of the Coast Guard station.
Really?
Stole the trike, then rode past no trespassing signs at Terminal A of the busy airport before being noticed by employees watching surveillance.
What leads someone to this moment in their lives?
Yeah, what's the point?
And apparently she tried to gain access to the aircraft, but eventually ditched the tricycle and attempted to board an airline flight bound for Argentina, but was confronted by an airline employee.
This lady, love to know more about her story. Why? What's
Sounds like she's running away from something.
It does. It does in a very stupid way.
Well, now she's facing felony charges of trespassing.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
We love that for you. Interesting.
So,
I wonder if more information will come out about her.
Old Florida. It's hot as fuck down there, man. People can't think straight. Just kidding. I actually like Florida a lot.
I do too.
Okay, this is crazy. We found this randomly on Twitter. And basically a former morgue manager at Harvard Medical School has been charged with stealing human remains and selling them online. It's not just this person. There's like a whole web of people. I think it's like 6 or 7 people that are being charged.
My God.
It's wild. So this is according to the United States Attorney Gerard Karam, sorry. And they came out and said that a group of people have bought and sold human remains that were stolen from Harvard Medical School.
Jeez.
And also a mortuary in Arkansas. So there's like 2 different places that were involved. Apparently this is like a whole web that people are involved in of stealing remains from medical schools or mortuaries and selling them online.
Yeah, no, that definitely happened.
Yeah, so 7 people have been charged. And this has allegedly taken place from 2018 to 2022. So this whole thing has been going on for a long time. And the morgue manager, his name is Cedric Lodge. He worked for the anatomical gift program at Harvard, stole organs and other parts of cadavers donated for medical research and education before the body's scheduled cremations.
Anatomical.
I think it's
Amnatonical.
Oh,
Anatomical.
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 Thank you. Anatomical gift program. Oh my God. Okay. So anyways, Cedric would take body parts, which included heads, brains, skin, and bones, among others.
Oh,
and
it's freaky.
He would take them many times back to his home where he lived with his wife named Denise, and then sell these remains to buyers and ship them via the post office. And he sold them to several people by the names of Katrina McLean, Joshua Taylor, and Matthew Lompy. All of them were indicted by a federal grand jury on conspiracy and interstate transfer of stolen goods charges.
God, what a bunch of freaks. And it's so sad. These people are donating their bodies for science and just getting stolen.
Yeah.
Gosh.
How insane. Imagine if it was your loved one you found out.
I read about this one person who was talking about how their parents had donated their bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it was the dad was one of the people that was stolen. And they were like, well, we're just hoping that eventually we could get the remains back, or like they don't know where the remains are because obviously they were stolen, like shipped around. And
God, that's horrible.
I know, it's terrible. It's so sad. Anyways, Cedric allowed Katrina and Joshua, not only would sometimes he bring them back to his house, but he would allow them to go into the morgue at Harvard Medical School and examine cadavers and to choose which ones they wanted to purchase.
Ew, what the
would
fuck?
Bring them in, let them shop around and be like, oh, you want these? Okay, got it. Sounds good.
How does this kind of guy get a job at Harvard Medical School?
You don't fucking know. But then all these other people are involved. So then Katrina and Joshua, they go to the morgue. They're like, okay, we want this, this, and this. And then they would go and resell the remains to other people. So it's like this whole change.
Freaks. How do you get into buying and selling organs? And
I have
human
no
remains?
idea.
Fucking weirdo.
This is sick though. So like I said, once Katrina and Josh would buy the remains from Cedric, they would go and resell. And one person that they resold it to was this dude named Jeremy Pauley, and he's from Pennsylvania. And he ended up tanning the skin of someone to create leather.
Oh my God. Ew. What is that, like worth
I don't know.
lot, like human leather.
I have no idea.
Oh, that
his
is
own little-
so sick.
I have
Ew.
no
Reminds me of
idea.
that like Leatherface case. Remember that one?
Oh yeah.
Ugh. That is so sad. God, I'd be so pissed. Are they going to
Mhm.
sue the fuck out of them?
I would assume so. I don't know, but I don't know exactly if it's fully clear of whose remains went where. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How do they track it all
Right,
down?
exactly. And also, so this is when I said it doesn't have to just do with Harvard, because Jeremy also purchased stolen remains from a woman named Candace Chapman Scott, and she stole remains from her job, which was a mortuary and cremation center in Little Rock, Arkansas. So he's bought remains from Harvard and Little Rock.
Oh my God. And that included the bodies of 2 stillborn babies
Yep.
who were supposed to be cremated and then returned to their families.
Oh my God.
How horrific. You already go through that. And then now you're dealing. Oh my God. I cannot imagine. That is terrible.
I know. Jeremy sold many of the stolen remains he purchased to other individuals, including Matthew Lampy, like we just talked about. And Matthew and Jeremy bought and sold from each other over an extended period of time and engaged in over $100,000 in online payments.
It's worth that
Exchanged.
much?
It's changed?
No, exchange.
Oh, exchange. Sorry. I thought you said it got worse. Yeah, that much. And that's just one example. I was reading like all these tons of money. It's
Oh my
hundreds of
God.
thousands of dollars in this shit.
These sick people.
Isn't that so
How do you
gross?
like lose all sense of morality and get it? I don't care how much money you're making off this. How do
to
you
be
sleep?
selling body
My
parts of
God,
people who
fucking
donated their
weirdos.
bodies to science? And then, yeah, because the whole idea is like you donate your body to science. They, do with whatever.
Do science.
Do science to it, educate others, and then they
Yeah.
cremate them and bring them back to their families.
Right.
Instead, they're literally going in there. Some of these people are going into Harvard themselves, shopping around, and then having it being shipped to them.
How does that go unnoticed for so long?
I have no idea.
That's unreal. And how do you think you're not going to end up getting caught? Like, people are going to figure it out. Wow, these people are sick, man.
I don't know.
So the United States Attorney Gerard M. Karam
I don't know.
stated that some crimes defy understanding. The theft and trafficking of human remains strikes at the very essence of what makes us human. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
It is particularly egregious that so many of the victims have volunteered to allow their remains to be used to educate medical professionals and advance the interest of science and healing. For them and their families to be taken advantage in the name of profit is appalling. With these charges, we are seeking to secure some measure of justice for all these victims. Good. Maximum penalty under federal law for this offense is 15 years of imprisonment. That's it.
I was going to say, do you think it should be more?
I do.
I do too.
I don't know. I find it so hard to... I just think that's fucking terrible.
It is terrible.
When you have just imagine what a danger to society you could be. If
Totally.
I mean, yeah. I want to hear our audience's thoughts.
Yeah.
I always find it so interesting how different people have opinions about
Mhm.
prison time and what crimes should get. When it came to the pilot, what was his name? Trevor Jacob.
Oh, helicopter boy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember. his
Plane
fucking
boy.
name.
He was in a plane, but yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry. I'm getting confused with the something else we're about to talk about.
Yes.
Anyways. Okay.
It was so interesting. Some people were really saying it should be more than 20 years. Some people were saying it should be far less. Some people said no prison time. Like, people have such varying opinions on prison time. And like, I've always been so stuck on that. Like, it's never something I've been able to really have
I
such
agree.
a strong opinion on.
I would
'cause
not be good at
I see multiple points. Taxpayer money is a big part of it
Mhm.
for me. But I don't know what the alternative is. And
Yeah.
I want to hear your guys' opinion on that. What do you think an offense like that should get? I will say, though, this seems so much fucking worse than crashing a plane for views.
Agreed.
For him to be facing 20 years and these people to be facing 15.
Well, here's the thing is like, that's a great point. And we talked about this last time. If you crash a plane and hurt someone else, then I think your years go up. But luckily, he didn't hurt anyone else. And he didn't start a fire. Like, he really only impacted himself versus you're fucking with people's loved ones here.
Yeah, that should be, I think 15 is not enough in my opinion.
I agree. The fact
Especially
that
with all the financial
he's
gain.
facing more.
Yeah, that's absurd. That's absurd. I definitely would say confidently, I don't think 15 is enough for that.
No.
Wow. Creepy.
I know, so creepy.
God, people in this world are so fucked up.
Weird. Some weird shit, man. Let's go ahead and get into our what this isn't CSI. This
We
isn't
need a
really
segment name.
I guess it's not really spicy.
No, it's not spicy.
It's just
it's like world news.
World news.
But that's boring.
Exactly.
And it's been used.
Right.
World news with David Muir. Mirror. I don't know. What should we call this?
Wacky news with
Wacky news.
Ew.
That's terrible. Okay, maybe someone has a better idea. But yes, we have some interesting news stories from around the world today.
Mm-hmm.
These are wild. In fact, 2 of them involve people who were believed to be dead and were not dead.
Yeah, that's weird how it ended up like that.
Yeah.
We'll start with
very strange.
A woman from Ecuador.
Yeah, you want to take that
Yeah,
one
let me
away
do
here?
this one.
Okay.
Okay, so this woman, she's from Ecuador and she's 76 years old, and she suffers a stroke and is taken to the hospital and is sadly pronounced dead at the hospital. So of course her family goes ahead and sets up a funeral for her and a celebration of life and a vigil. And she's in a casket or a coffin. Wait, is there a difference between a casket and a coffin?
That's a good question. I don't think so.
Anyways, okay, so
The ladies are looking it up.
is there a difference?
Yeah.
Oh, there is.
So it
Yeah.
looks like the coffin has like a flat top, whereas the casket has like a dome top.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was she in?
I don't
Well, it's just
know.
a coffin
I think
and-
she was in a casket, technically. Or maybe no, she was in a coffin. I don't know, whatever. She was
Oh,
in
yeah,
one of
it
the
says
2.
coffin.
I don't know if I wrote that though, or if that's actually
I think different
Oh.
places use different, like different like countries and stuff, like they use different.
Coffin
Okay.
looks creepier.
it definitely does.
Yeah.
Less space. I hope
Yeah.
it wasn't a coffin.
I hope so too, because this is crazy. So she's in her casket or coffin, whatever, and she's with her family, and they're having a celebration of life and mourning her death. And then they wanted to open it up to change her clothes before the actual funeral service. So they open it up.
And this is 5 hours into her service.
Yeah, 5 hours. Thank you. 5 hours into this. Open her up, and this woman starts gasping for air. Could you imagine how
alive.
Could you imagine how freaked out you would be?
Dude, the fucking trauma. I would instantly go into like, am I in a bad movie? Is this
Seriously.
Is this a zombie?
Yeah. Starts gasping for air, and then her son runs over and claims that she was moving her left hand, opening her mouth and eyes, and she wasn't like, because I feel like people are gonna be like, well, why wasn't she banging on it? But I think she was in very bad shape and wasn't strong enough
Weak,
or with it
yeah.
enough to be able to like scream out for help.
Probably
But she was
so confused.
still alive nonetheless.
Well, she had a stroke
Holy
too,
shit.
so like
Right,
I mean,
yeah, who knows?
it could have been like she couldn't move
Right.
her
Exactly.
arms or anything.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So they call 911. They get her out of the coffin, and they bring her back to the hospital that she had passed away at.
And they're like, what the fuck?
They're like, what the hell? So apparently, obviously, people were like, how did the doctors not know that she wasn't dead? Like, how can you think that she's passed away when she clearly wasn't? And they said that there's a few reasons that this could happen. Either that she was so cold and her heartbeat was so slowed down that it was hard to tell and they couldn't really tell, so they thought that she had passed away. Or I guess some drugs will slow down your heartbeat enough to where she appeared that she had died. But apparently she's receiving care. She's in the ICU, I think.
She's alive.
And she's alive and responsive.
Dude, this poor family, the trauma. You've already like started mourning this
Right.
person. They just pop up. God, thank God they opened it when they did. What if they didn't even open? What if they buried her like that?
Oh my God.
Think about the people who probably have been buried.
No, I don't even, that's one of my worst fears is like
oh my God.
someone thinking that I'm dead and
you're
then I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very nightmarish.
Whoa.
God, that's so, like, you think they would make really fucking sure.
I wonder if they didn't have any if they had any monitors or any
They had to have, right?
Yeah, she
like,
was in the hospital.
she
Yeah.
flatlined. How did they?
They must have not been able to pick up the fact that she technically wasn't dead because of the medicine or because she was so cold. I don't know.
That's crazy. You'd think this would happen more often
And she's old,
if
but
that's
she's
the case.
But
you
then I
know?
wonder, what if it does? And people,
Oh my God.
I
yeah.
don't think opening a coffin is necessarily like a normal thing to do. So like once it's closed, I feel like it's closed.
God, that's so creepy. And what if there are people out there that they are like aware that they're at their funeral, but they can't move or make anything.
That is so creepy. It makes me want to crawl out of my skin.
That's fucking scary.
I'm curious. Do you know how? You said 5 hours. Does that mean from the time that she had left the hospital, from the time she was from the hospital bed
just
to the
5
coffin?
hours into their service? I think they had a pretty long service happening, and then they changed her for some reason.
Yeah, she was like, I think that was 5 hours of just her in the coffin.
But don't you think
Could have been
after
longer.
like the hospital, there's like, I'm sure there's days in between. Did she like?
So in a lot of like, I know
know.
Mexico does this, and I mean,
Right.
so they don't use a lot of, they don't typically use like formaldehyde, or they don't usually process the body because it's a really expensive process to do.
Mhm.
So a lot of the time, and especially in like Ecuador is a much poorer country. They don't do that. They usually like do the services either the day after or super, super soon after the person has died, because they don't preserve the body like they do in the US or they do in a lot of other countries.
Could have been like the same day or
yeah.
as
So
close to the
that's what
next
I'm
day.
thinking, is that was like probably the same day, and like she had passed away and her family like
Dude,
got
there's
it.
a video of this.
Yeah, I know. I was we can play it if we want. I was gonna have them overlay it, just because it's kind
I
of hard.
wanna
You can't like
see.
hear anything. But yeah, let's just go ahead and play it. You can see, the process of this.
All right, we're about to play this video, so trigger warning. Click ahead to the next story.
Yeah, if you don't wanna
the
see
next
it.
timestamp.
It's a
If you don't want to
little
see, it's a little
Creepy.
creepy. Yeah.
And YouTube, do not get weird on this. This woman's alive, and this is for educational
You tell
purposes.
them.
So annoying.
Don't get weird on this, YouTube.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, they have a
wow. Yeah, I'm guessing that they didn't use any like preservatives or
And
anything.
you really can't see anything.
Yeah, there's not like
Or-
you
I
can
think she's
see
alive.
You can see her right there.
Wow, yeah, they blurred her face.
You can see her mouth
oh
opening.
My
Oh my gosh.
God.
Yeah, she's like
See?
gasping for air.
Yep,
Holy shit, dude.
I know.
Okay.
I have a feeling YouTube might be like,
Yeah.
no.
We may have to cut that out. We'll see.
We'll see. Wild shit, huh?
That is super insane. So her name's Bella.
Yep.
Bella. Damn, that's so crazy.
She's actually
Yeah.
a vampire. I'm kidding.
She was a retired nurse.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yeah.
that part.
Wow.
I know. It's wild shit.
God. That is so insane.
really sad.
I'm just glad that they found her, honestly. Like that's
Mm-hmm. They could have buried her
it's
like that.
it's sad, but it's also like kind of happy because
Yeah.
she's still alive.
Yeah.
And it sounds like she
Lucky,
could
I
be
guess.
like she's responsive, and I don't know. Obviously, I don't know what condition like she's really in, but
So this next one is kind of a similar situation, except for just whack as fuck. Not that wasn't. Okay,
Yeah.
so David Bayerton, is that how you say it? Bayerton?
Mhm.
Bayerton.
Bayerton, 45-year-old Belgian male. He faked his own death and then turned up at his funeral to teach his family a life lesson about the importance of staying in touch. Okay, so David, also known as Ragnar Le Fou
Mhm.
on TikTok, said he came up with the idea because he felt underappreciated by his family members and wanted to see who actually cared about him by showing up to his fake funeral. Okay, that's one way to do this.
Mm.
This is what he told reporters. What I see in my family often hurts me. I never get invited to anything. Nobody sees me. We all grew apart. I felt unappreciated. That's why I wanted to give them a life lesson and show them that you shouldn't wait until someone is dead to meet up with them.
Actually,
That
I mean,
sounds so weird. The fuck?
that's kind of iconic though.
Kind of. David was able to pull off the prank with some help from his wife and daughter. So they were in on it, the two of them, which is pretty whack in itself. Like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro. So to spread the news about David's death, his daughter posted a tribute to her dad on social media saying, and this is all fake. She knew good and well that he was alive. She wrote, "Rest in peace, Daddy. I will never stop thinking about you. Why is life so unfair? Why you? You were going to be a grandfather and you still had your whole life ahead of you. I love you. We love you. We will never forget you." Of course you won't, because he's not dead. The fake funeral took place near the city of Lyonnais.
It's not like you don't pronounce it with an L, I guess.
Kind of like Liège.
like Liège.
Liège. Oh, Liège.
Yeah.
Liège. In Belgium, where dozens of friends and family members attended. And while everyone was waiting for the ceremony to begin, a helicopter. Okay, this is kind of iconic, though. He shows up to his own fucking funeral in a helicopter and is like, surprise, bitches, I am not dead.
Surprise, bitches.
It's insane. So David, along with a camera crew, hops out with him and he greeted everyone by saying, cheers to you all. Welcome to my funeral.
We have got to watch this video.
There's a clip. Let's take a look. This was on June 11th.
It sounds like an episode of Punk'd.
Or the video was posted on June 11th. I don't know when the funeral was. Look at all these people.
Dude.
So fucking wild. I wonder what they're thinking at this point.
I know,
They're
I
like,
agree.
What's this helicopter? The last thing they're thinking is that David's in
gonna
there.
pop out. That's fucking crazy. Yep, here he is landing the helicopter. All these people.
I'm sure they're thinking maybe it's like a military thing or
yeah,
a special guest. Bono's coming to the funeral.
Bono. It's so random.
First thing that came to my head.
Look, they're all running over to him. They're like, wait, what? This dude's alive?
I thought I was getting your inheritance.
They're like,
God damn it, David. They're hugging him. I would want to punch him in the face. Look at this woman running. They're like, David.
I know. It's the craziest thing ever.
That's a pretty tough lesson.
Yeah.
That's absurd, bro.
That's absurd.
There's other ways you can teach people a lesson like this, right?
He says he regrets it now.
You should.
Yeah.
That's fucking mean.
I would. That's terrible.
Like, it's kind of funny, but it's also just
it's like kind of funny because we weren't a part of it. That's also
Yeah.
traumatic as fuck.
Look at all these people. They
I
think
know.
they're at a funeral.
I know.
But think about how happy they are now that they know that he's not dead.
You're right. He did them a
Look,
favor,
there he
Karelly.
is. There he is.
made their day.
They made their day.
Look at him hugging everyone.
This is like so narcissistic to
Yeah,
do.
a little bit,
Like,
yeah.
such an ego move, bro.
Totally.
He just wanted hugs.
He just wanted to see.
It's like now they really don't want to hang out with you.
Like,
Okay, this is
fucking
gonna
David.
backfire. They're like, damn it, David.
You, David.
Ew, David.
Look at that girl. She's like, wait, is this fucking for real?
She's like,
He's
am I tripping
alive.
balls right now.
I thought he was in the ground.
Oh, he just buried him. Just buried his ass.
I know.
How
There's
wild.
this other clip of like a close up, and there's like he's like crying in their arms, and he feels bad. He says,
Yeah, you should feel bad,
"Totally,
David. Damn. There's a million other ways you could have done this. This is pretty extreme.
Yeah, he said, or a lot of people say that it was traumatizing, and he was doing it for his ego and attention, saying that he
Yeah.
would never do such a thing to his family and friends.
It's giving main character energy, though.
Totally,
He was in his own movie.
but he felt bad. He said he went on a talk show and said that apparently even his own children didn't initially know that their father was truly alive, and then
I thought the daughter did.
she like went and posted on it. Now somehow I'm not sure exactly if she posted and then the mom was like, oh, actually no, like your dad's alive, and like, but keep up the facade, or what exactly
so
went
she
on.
wrote that. She may not have known.
She may not have known.
Okay, I take it back.
That's
I did say that.
But
I didn't
I don't know.
understand.
She may have known. I'm kind
Yeah,
of confused.
it's not really
couldn't
for
figure it
sure.
out.
It's not clear.
But
I couldn't
I
really
think he
figure
has
it out.
multiple kids, and what I thought of it is that
That
she
is so
knew,
mean.
but the other kids didn't.
Yeah, maybe the
only
other
the favorite child knew.
Like, don't
Dude,
tell your
can
brother
you
and sister.
imagine being at your dad's funeral and you're trying to process what's going on and grieve,
And he
and then
lands
he
in a helicopter.
shows up in a fucking helicopter? Dude, I would punch my dad in the face. I'd be
Yeah.
so mad.
Oh, I'd be
Oh,
pissed.
same.
That's
And
insane.
apparently his wife was discouraging him from doing it, but he was like,
Yeah, I would think so.
And he regrets it really bad, though. He says he's sorry and regrets.
He's sorry, okay?
He's sorry.
So is there there's no crime here. You're just,
Yeah, I don't think
Or a
you can
jerk.
fake your own death.
yeah. He didn't do anything wrong. He paid for his own helicopter. People
went-
showed up voluntarily.
Yeah. Hopefully they invite him to things more, and he feels them.
They're like,
Yeah,
all
they're
right,
like-
David, you want to come to the fucking barbecue next Sunday?
Yeah.
Seriously.
All right, David, we'll invite
Jesus
you.
Christ, David. Crazy shit, though, huh?
That is absolutely insane. Wow.
Is David the world's best prankster?
I mean, it's like a good prank, though.
It's a really good ass prank.
They got punked hard.
Hard, yeah.
I think it's evil. I feel like it's not even.
It is
evil.
evil. I agree.
It
I think
is
it's
evil.
evil.
Oh my
It's totally
gosh.
evil.
No, it is.
Like, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
He also
You know,
teach
like-
you a lesson.
Yeah, like.
But his feelings were hurt. Nobody invited him to anything.
Okay, Karelly, you're right. Karelly always sees you're the real devil's advocate here.
I am the real
I see
devil's
what
advocate.
you're saying. So what do you think would have been a better way for him to go about teaching them a lesson, but maybe not traumatizing them?
Maybe having a family meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
That would be a good start.
like a group, like a family group text or
Mhm.
something. Say, hey guys, I'm really hurt by your
Yeah.
guys' actions lately. Please invite me.
Right.
To,
Yeah,
I
that
don't
could
know.
have been good.
I don't
Did
know.
they deserve this?
No.
I mean, no. I mean, this was this was he committed to the bit.
He committed to the bit.
Oh, 100%.
But I'm not saying it's
I do
like,
think it's kind of funny though. I'm not gonna lie.
I do too.
Would you do it back to your dad?
Hell no. Well, I feel like it wouldn't be believable then. Now it's like Boy Who Cried Wolf. When David
Also-
does pass one day,
Yeah.
people are like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
here we go.
and also like one thing that kind of I don't like about it is that like you're kind of calling this into the universe. Like you're kind of like
Yeah.
Like, what
I
if
agree.
what if David
You're
dies
manifesting
next?
it.
Yeah. What if David?
David.
Oof. What if David passes away in a month or
What if
Knock
the
on wood,
helicopter
knock on wood.
crashed?
Yeah. knock
Imagine
on
if the
wood.
helicopter crashed on the way there.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Wait, that would be a mind trip then. There's
That
like,
would
oh
be-
wait, a helicopter crash. You
it's
go
like
like,
Final
wait,
Destination.
David's in there.
Wait, this
And
is
now
his
he's dead,
funeral.
though.
Yeah.
Then you never get answers as to what really happened. That would piss me off.
Shit.
The
And
daughter's
this
like,
isn't
what?
fair to Bella. Okay, now people like
So true.
Bella cannot be believed who actually
That's
are at
true.
their funeral and wake up.
I mean,
Did she fake it too? How
At
can we
least-
really know after David?
at least David didn't get in the casket.
That's true. He was like, "Fuck that!
He's like,
I'm
yeah.
coming in a
Yeah, what if
helicopter."
he opens it up and he's like, surprise!
He's actually in his sweet 16 or like a wedding.
And they had a casket there. Like, they
Yeah.
literally had like a casket and flowers and all this stuff there. People were like waiting for it to start.
He
I
comes
wonder
in
if
on
they
like
like rented it. Can you
Yeah.
just rent a casket?
David and his wife.
Yeah.
Or
I don't think you can-
maybe he bought it for a later time.
Dude, I'd be so pissed at David if I was in their family and all of them who knew about it. I'd be like, fuck all of you.
I agree.
That's mean.
I agree.
Maybe
also
David,
iconic.
maybe David honestly deserves it a little bit though. Maybe there's a reason he's not being invited to all these things.
Yeah, that's what
Maybe-
I'm thinking
yeah,
too.
Yeah,
Like, and
maybe
by
there's
your
a reason.
by you doing this, I kind of see maybe there's a fucking good reason
You know
why
what?
you aren't coming to the barbecue.
He's giving like people who take jokes way too far.
yeah,
That's David.
that's David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to know more about David.
God, if you ever did that to me, I would fucking kill you.
I would never do that to you.
I know,
He's
but
on
like, or if
TikTok.
anyone in my family, I would fucking kill you.
Yeah, I'd be so mad. How would you? I would not be running up and hugging him. I'd come up and punch his ass in
No,
the
literally.
face. Deck his jaw.
Like now, I am gonna kill you.
Yeah, seriously. Well, now you are dead.
Now we're really not inviting you to.
That's
Luckily-
ridiculous.
Luckily, we are at his funeral anyway.
Yeah. Like, imagine people who were probably like crying leading up to this, unless they were like,
Yeah.
oh, David's gone finally.
And then they see him and they're like,
no,
"Fuck."
there's close-up images of him like someone sobbing in his arms.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, how terrible.
I know.
David, you are sick. Case closed.
sick individual.
You are the asshole, David.
Seriously.
I
Am
like it.
I an asshole for
I used
faking
the
my
coaster.
death and showing up in a helicopter and surprising my family that I'm not?
But they were mean. They didn't invite me to anything. Who's the asshole?
So give it to me straight.
Give it to me straight.
You are the asshole.
So iconic, honestly. Though that could be a movie. Someone will make a movie out of that.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Well, this has been fun, guys.
It has been.
I missed you all, even though I didn't miss
I was
a
going
week.
to say, I've been with you the last 4 days.
I miss
I
you
meant
all.
the audience, but
Yeah.
I always miss
forgot
them.
about them.
I just love doing the sesh so much. It's so
I know,
much fun.
It is really fun. Yeah. We're all back together. Hopefully you
Mhm.
enjoyed hearing about our wild experiences.
Mhm.
Okay.
Out of control, crazy. Almost puking in the club after one shot.
At 10:30.
And getting your
Being
period.
completely alone. Do you remember when I went back in there with you?
Yes.
And
Yeah, Janelle. Oh, I didn't even tell that part of the story.
yeah,
Janelle really was my MVP. She was my hero.
I was like, let's go back in.
We go into one stall together, and I'm trying to tell her I need to insert the tampon, but I was kind of
So she puts the tampon in for you?
No, we're not that
No.
close. We're close, but we're not that
that
close.
close.
Okay.
But I broke the tampon
She
and
like
then
pulled the
lost it.
applicator off and it was on the ground. No, she lost it.
We couldn't find it. We looked everywhere because
It was,
I was
like,
so
literally
desperate.
gone.
I would have put it in if it was on the ground.
It like
would
went, it was
would
like
I have done
poof,
that? Maybe
like
I
it
would
just
have.
went into nothing.
Yeah, I was like,
But
it's got to be like
the
in my
actual tampon
shaper
was
or
gone,
my
but, like,
bra
the-
or something in the toilet.
The little like part on top of the applicator part like was there, like disconnected, but then the tampon itself was just gone.
And then I was gonna just insert it with my finger, just
No,
like
it was
the
just
thing,
gone.
but it was
the whole.
Oh yeah, but then I broke the second one you got. Remember?
So I got you 3.
Yeah,
I
because
went-
then remember we found it, and when we tried to string it together again,
yeah,
we were trying to string
Yes,
the hole through,
yes,
and I was like,
yes.
I can't do this. I'm too fucked up. So we got 3 tampons total.
Because I went back out.
You're like, I'm getting you another one, and I was
took
like, you
another
got
one.
me a slim. I need a super.
Slim.
It was iconic. It really was. Thanks for being there for me.
I got
Love
you,
you
bro.
guys.
Love you too.
All right, guys, that's going to be it for the sesh this week. We loved hanging out with you as always, and we'll
Yes.
be back next week.
We will. We'll see you on the next session. But until then, keep it fresh.